Hi. Okay, on Tuesday 27th of October, me and 5 people decided to go to London for the Donation, Not Discrimination rally, which was about the blood donor service banning gay men from giving blood. But it didn't quite go according to plan. So, I'm just going to basically ram together some videos of what actually happened throughout the day to let you know. So, we started around 9 AM, and 9:30 at Asda, and then we had to drive for over 2.5 hours, in which time I had to put up with some pretty horrendous stuff. And then, of course, there was the sat-nav failure.
There's not even a roundabout. I can't just turn around. There's not a roundabout.
That pretty much continued all the way into London. And then, of course, when we got into London...
Flash me, but he just sits there, doesn't he? Well, how come she's allowed in the fucking bus lane?
And from there we got about 10 feet down the road before the engine decided to overheat and fill the street with smoke. Not to mention coming back at me through the air conditioning vents. Hooray. So after the car decided to blow up, we managed to push the car onto the curb. And then we had to wait a while, about an hour. And then after an hour, this dude appeared. And after tinkering around in the hood for a while, just decided, no, it can't be fixed by the side of the road. Ugh. So after decided that it couldn't be fixed by the side of the road, we had to sit and wait for about 2 hours for the pickup truck to arrive 2 towers back to Wolverhampton. Safe to say we got a little bit bored.
He's pretending to look at it while his wife is slowly...
Yeah.
Look, she's going to put a coat over the door handle and then start picking...
It's obvious.
She's actually got a small child under there who's picking the lock.
Small child is like...
They're looking in the car to see what they want.
And the bearded man's going to steal some of the parts. Oh, they're on to us, or we're on to them, so they've left.
Oh wait, hang on, no, they might be going to get a coat hanger or something.
So we waited for about 2 hours and still nothing showed up. So we just carried on waiting, and then Mike decided to call, but it turned out the guy had driven for 6 hours as the law, they're supposed to take a break. So he was taking a break for half an hour, and he only stopped 2 miles away. Irritating is that. And so, out of general frustration and boredom, the Macarena naturally ensued, followed by...
We're doomed! We are
Coming this summer, gays lost in London! But the thing is though, the film will start as us being all, oh no, we're lost, help us! And then suddenly we'll let into vampires and some shit start attacking the street.
So as you can tell by the lighting in that last clip, it was getting kind of dark. We had to have been there by about 4 or 5 hours by then. You know. So we were standing around waiting, and then finally...
Da, 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 da.
But of course, it doesn't always get that way, does it? Oh! Maybe the bus drivers would have taken a wrong turning. So, after about half an hour or so of waiting for the driver to find his way back around London's amazing one-way system, we have this.
It's not a dumpster truck. It can't be a dumpster truck. I refuse to believe.
I really do think it's a dumpster truck.
Yeah, you may be right, it's a dumpster truck.
But, luckily...
We're in a dumpster truck! Da 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 da.
Hooray!
Da 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 da.
Take 2 is good.
Well, that only took a few hours.
A few? 5 hours!
Sorry?
5 hours!
So in the end, as Steph said, it took us 5 hours till they came and rescued us. They were sitting there from 1 o'clock in the afternoon until round about 6 when they finally found their way down and picked us up. And here we all are, finally, in the back of the pickup truck, being rescued. How happy does everyone look to be finally getting out of London? So basically we spent about 5 or 6 hours sitting around an avenue in London rather than going to rally for the blood donor service, which was pretty bad. The ironic thing was, when the pickup driver actually picked us up and was talking to us in the car, Emily started talking about the woman who served her in a pub was a lesbian, and the truck driver just goes, "Oh, don't start talking to me about homosexuals. Oh, they're all confused, they don't know what's going on." We all sort of look at each other, and someone just says, "Think you're talking to the wrong car, mate." He stopped talking for the rest of the journey, safe to say. So, rather than rallying for, rights for gay men, we ended up being picked up by a homophobic truck driver rather. So finally, after leaving Asda at about 9:30 in the morning, we arrived back at Halls of Residence at 10:30 at night, after accomplishing nothing apart from driving quite a way to London to sit in a smoking car and be bothered by tourists, pretty much. So that's basically what happened. We got to London, the car exploded, we sat around for about 5 or 6 hours, and then got picked up by a homophobic truck driver. And that is the reason why we didn't make it to the Donation, not Discrimination rally on Tuesday. My name's Claire Smith and I am the LGBT Society co-chair. Later on.